Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Ben Olson, that's Nathan Fox. Together we're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We have an email here, a long email from Carina.
Hey there, I just finished your recent podcast, Am I Ready to Take the LSAT? I'm a newer student who is truly regretting not starting LSAT Demon sooner. Anywho, during the podcast, you both mentioned how we should take multiple tests to strive for a better score. However, when I went to an open house and also an admissions seminar from one particular school in South Florida, they made it seem like multiple LSAT scores was one of the worst things you can do. They mentioned also that if you have more than one LSAT, you should be writing an addendum stating why. Not to mention the look of dread on their face if your LSAT score after your first one came back lower. I believe a direct quote was, we will think you didn't take the LSAT seriously the first time.
Huh?
What's your gut telling you?
It's just, none of this matters. Like, really? They're going to
Why do
ignore...
the law schools say it though?
Why do they say it? They want you to apply with the score you have now.
This is bullshit scare tactics coming from a school that wants to rip you off, Carina. They don't want you to be a better applicant. They know that if you achieve a higher LSAT, you will not go to their dumb school. So they try to scare you with, well, but if you scare, boy, you might score lower. Oh my God.
Don't take it again. You might get higher and actually leave us in the dust. That's what they're really worried about.
Well, they fucking know that you will. They know that if you improve significantly on the LSAT, you'll end up going to a better school, probably for money. They don't want you to be a better applicant, Carina. They feel like they've already got their hooks in you.
If you're sitting there talking to them, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it's just them. I mean, is it shady? Are they pretending to be your friend when they're really not? Yeah. But rationally, are they behaving as an econ would, in the words of Thaler and, like economists speak? They're behaving in their own economic best interest.
And so are we, right? We're telling you to keep studying for the LSAT, which generally means that helps us because you study with us longer, we get paid more. But you have to ask yourself, okay, what's going to happen if I go and increase my score by 10 points? Totally reasonable proposition. Go to lsatdemon.com/scholarships. I don't know, the data's there. The numbers are there. You're going to get better offers. You're going to get more money.
No, we predict your scholarships based on your LSAT and your GPA, and that's just based on your highest LSAT score. The number of times you took it, irrelevant. Addendum, irrelevant. You took it again and got lower, irrelevant. What's your highest score?
Yep.
Your highest score plus your LSAT GPA is how we figure out whether schools are likely to offer you scholarships or not. These schools don't want to acknowledge that because they just want you to apply right now to only their school. That's their incentive.
Because then they can turn around and accept you. And because you're now boxed into, do I go or not go to this school? And that's your only choice. You're going to have a bias toward going and paying.
Yeah. And they can charge you whatever they want because you've declared your true love to them.
Yeah.
You're just like only in bed with them. They don't want you working out. They don't. They want you to be beholden to them. They want you to be desperate to stay with them.
Yeah.
Anyway, Carina continues. Typically, I wouldn't fret too much about this, but when I submitted my transcripts and received my accumulated GPA, it was horrendous. Let me just say my overall undergrad GPA was maybe average, 3.5, if that's even average these days, ? I already thought that was bad enough. It's been a long time off and I've been a long time off and on student due to having kids and jobs and career, so law school was never on my mind until these past 2 years. I buckled down and recently finished my bachelor's in 2021 while getting COVID twice that year. So fun. Okay, that's a bummer. All of this is totally irrelevant. The only thing that matters is what is your LSAC GPA?
Yep.
Now I'm in my early 30s, totally hating my younger self, But the reason for this background story is that I already have to write an addendum on why my accumulated GPA is so low. It's under a 3.0. I thought you had said 3.5. I'm confused. Listen, Carina, who gives a shit? What's your LSAC GPA? Go to lsatdemon.com/scholarships, put in your LSAC GPA. Maybe it's a 2.8. Fine, whatever. Put that number and then play with various LSAT scores and see how that affects your likely scholarship offers. You don't need to write addenda. You need to get a good LSAT. She continues, I'm already feeling that I am at great disadvantage for getting in anywhere, hence why I need a killer LSAT score and no other, I guess, red flags. On the brighter side, I am not pursuing any T14 schools, even though listening to your podcast has me feeling like I should wait for that 180 and shoot my shot at Harvard. Even with a 180, Carina, you're not getting into Harvard. Sadly, I am already super established where I am with a home, 5 kids, 3 dogs, and my husband and I run our own companies in the area. You're
Why are you going? Why are you going to? Yeah. Why are you going to law school?
Totally. Yeah. This
You
is
run
just
your
making
own
me
companies?
think that law
That's
school
awesome.
period is a bad idea.
Yeah.
I have 4 schools I can apply to and easily drive there and back every day, which is a plus. Okay, that's good. 4 schools, that's better than 1.
Yep.
Other good news is that I already have a job waiting for me that ties in with my current business. I just need to get into one of these 4 with the best scholarships I can get, and then, of course, graduate and pass the bar. But until then, one step at a time. And then she asks if we're ever going to do bar prep classes. Probably not. We'd have to
Nope.
teach a different bar prep for every state. We're not doing that.
No, we are good at the LSAT. We're going to take that and we're going to keep getting better and better. We don't care about any of this other shit.
Yep. Sorry if that was unnecessarily long. It was. Thanks for reading, Carina. Carina, you already have, well, so I was going to say, don't go to law school. Just don't. Like, what are you doing? You have an established business. You and your husband each run your own companies. Great. You've already won.
Grow
You've got
those
a home.
companies.
You've got 5 kids, 3 dogs, 2 businesses. What the fuck are you trying to go to law school for? But it seems as if she has an actual plan that requires a JD. We don't know what that plan is. But taking her at her word, she needs a JD for some opportunity that ties in with her current business. That's great. Do it. But don't pay for law school. It would be a huge waste of money.
Yeah.
So the way you're going to do that, Carina, is you're going to get the very best LSAT you can possibly get. Go to lsatdemon.com/scholarships. Put in your 2.8 or whatever it is. Then put in 150, 160, 170 and see what that does. You don't need a 180, but you might need a 170.
By the way, if you can't go for free to any of these 4 schools, you should consider dropping this pursuit.
Yes. Well, there aren't even any good law schools in South Florida. So, mediocre at best.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to go to these schools for free. Yeah. Or else you're wasting money.
Yep. And time.
Your GPA, I really don't think your GPA is going to hold you back. I could do the analysis for you, but you need to do this for yourself. Again, it's lsatdemon.com/scholarships. Put in your GPA, whatever it is, your LSAC GPA. And we don't give a fuck about the addenda. We care what the numbers are.
Mm-hmm.
Put your LSAT, play with that LSAT number and your GPA, and then just keep studying LSAT until you get the score that is going to get you the scholarship you need. I want to say one more thing about multiple attempts. Do not take the test until your practice tests indicate you're ready. We're not advocating for you to just randomly keep shooting shots at the LSAT. That's not going to be effective. What is going to be effective is doing lots of practice tests. They're all in the Demon, plus the help that you need in order to improve.
The explanations.
Tests,
Yeah.
the explanations, videos, written explanations, the ask button, a whole team of tutors that are there to help you. You can make real improvement in the LSAT. And these fuckers who who are telling you, oh, don't take it again because you might score lower. Well, you're not going to take it the first time until you're ready. And then if you take it again, you're going to go, the reason why you're taking it again is because your practice tests are better than your official score on record. And you know with some certainty that you can score higher. And even if you do score lower, all you'll do is just take it again. Ultimately, all they're going to care about is the highest score, and they're full of shit if they say anything else.
Or they're stupid. They're extraordinarily stupid because they're not playing the game
That's
right.
possible. They are bad law schools. So it is possible that they're just stupid and don't know how to play the game.
Yeah.
But Carina, trust me, get the highest LSAT you can possibly get, and your practice tests are the way to get there. Not official attempts, but practice tests. Study hard, study as long as it takes. Get your practice tests up to the level where these schools will be forced to give you a scholarship. And then you breeze in there with whatever your high score is. You're just going to be like, listen, I know I only have a 2.8. I also have a 170. You're giving me a full ride or I'm not going to your dumb school.
Yeah.
And that's how the negotiation, you're not going to say those words, but that's how it will, in fact, go down.
Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.